Hi everybody, welcome back to Octavia's Insight. Thank you so much for joining me and for being patient as I have been quite inconsistent in my recordings, but it feels really good. Tonight feels really good as the lightning dances across the sky and the rain is slowing down and the wind is slowing down, but that lightning is still dancing. So, in honor of the lightning, I am going to do the fire signs. Let's do the elements of the fire signs. Let's start off with Aries. Okay. Whoa. That thunder was, not sure if you can hear it, but it shook the house. It has been an absolutely magical evening. It's amazing how the nature is playing along with me as I open up to reading again. Anyways, Aries, we're going to start with you, followed by Leo, and then we're going to close it off with Sagittarius. This is going to be for all sun, moon, rising, fire signs. And we're also going to do it for the week of May 23rd, if I didn't say that before. And it's a general reading, okay, guys? So let's start with Aries. Aries, folks. Aries, sun, moon, rising. Let's see what we got for you. For the week of, make sure I got this where you can see it. For the week of May 23rd. There's some commitment issues we're having here, Aries, and I'm not sure if it's because things are kind of feels like it's working against you. Things aren't clear, things aren't opening up. There's potentially an instigator in your circle that you are aware of and you don't trust. It might be more than one. You might be aware of one, but you might be surrounded by a circle of people that you're not really, that they're not really trustworthy. So keep your eyes open, keep your guards up. Don't let it, don't let your guard down. You might feel this week, May 23rd, Aries, you may feel very like you need to reconnect to your higher purpose or to your high self. You may find yourself wanting to do more spiritual work this week, or maybe even study, have more spiritual knowledge on an area that you have not been able to fully dive in deep. Now, it's potential that you have been eyeing certain people as to who you can gain information from, but at the moment, either you feel that they're not experienced enough, and so you're kind of waiting it out. You're kind of waiting till, if you're gonna, like, let's say, thinking about taking a class, and the class is some holistic or spiritual topic, you're going to be very cautious as to where you're going to put your money in these classes. I think, Aries, you're a great thinker, very smart about it, but I would say that I don't know if this is a good time to actually put the money out there or just wait, because it almost feels like something that you've invested before, and it could be in a higher learning, a higher education. You just this may not be the good time to act on it, but it might be the best time for you to plan for it, if that makes sense. I wouldn't be, but it also may be that you're not able to do anything because you have to pay a bill off, or you have to pay, you know, go through another, like let's say a school or another teacher. You might change it in the middle of it. Really interesting set of cards. My advice would be to do more research, to read more about whatever topic it is you're interested in learning more, before you actually spend any money. Also, look at other people who have studied it. Talk to them, and see if they are willing to share their reading materials with you or share their notes with you. That would be another way to read those group of cards. Moving now to my Leo foes, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. See what we got for you in terms of the week of May 23rd, what you need to be aware of, if there are any challenges, any advice, anything like that, for my Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising folks. One of the things I love about the Leos, for real, it's no lie, they have gorgeous hair. I just love their hair. Wow, this is really beautiful. I love it because it has so many new beginnings. You know, you may be feeling, again, there's something here that is kind of speaking to your high. It's really interesting, like the previous cards, all the elements have like similar energies. And I find that to be true with the fire signs right now. Listen, this almost feels like you will be receiving some sort of news about, or even rethinking an old thought, like either an old friendship, past memory, past thoughts, past things you were planning. You know, it could be last year, last month, or, you know, anything that you have been kind of passionate about. You've been wanting to renew it, or you've been wanting to restart or reunite with people that you haven't done anything with, been social with, had good conversations with. You might be like reigniting that. It's even possible that you may be even reigniting your writing. That's another thing. Like you might be putting less energy, let's say, to your day-to-day mundane task and efforts, and you may have some thoughts or some journaling that you may want to put on paper. And I feel like all of this will kind of do your spirit good. Like this week, May 23rd week, would be a great time for you to do a lot of journaling, writing, deep meditation. But that deep meditation could come through the motion of the pen. You know, there's a lot of different types of meditations that you can do. So it's a really interesting set of cards. I think it's beautiful. I think it does have a lot of intentions in like rising up, or elevating yourself spiritually, also elevating yourself physically, because the Ace of Wands is there. So it's kind of like you wanting to put more investment into yourself, into your physical self and your spiritual self, and in your own mind, like having more clarity as to what it is you want to do next. Your spiritual guide, I see two cards here that are quite kind of guiding you, that you're not going to be in it alone. You might even feel that you're being guided, and with the hand of God offering you a new beginning, I think it will bring you like not only clarity, but I feel like it's going to be more intuitive, or intuition that's going to kick in, and you're going to have faith and trust in that. Really beautiful set of cards, Leo. Let me know if you want to do any further investigation on that. I'd be happy to do so. Last but not least, excuse me, we'll be moving forward with Sagittarius. Let's see what we have for Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising. This is for the week of May 23rd. And hopefully we'll be able to kind of give some sort of advice, clarity as to what you can look forward to for the week of May 23rd. And this is for my Sagittarius size, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay? That's a fire sign. I read it as a fire sign, the wands. Everybody's different, you know. So, you know, Sagittarius, in your spread, I'm seeing you financial changes coming through. You reap what you sow is my always, like, there's going to be like this, it could be a sudden ending, either on a project, or a sudden ending in terms of a client, or a sudden ending on, now, you know, with endings come beginning. So you may have a sudden change or ending of the way you think about things, and you might have, through some spiritual connection, or even a spiritual new knowledge, you're able to move forward and have patience for a celebration. So, you know, all of that kind of changes, because the Wheel of Fortune sometimes talks about what comes up must come down, and what goes down must come up. So it's constant change, and sometimes those changes create turmoil and chaos in our lives, which then in turn creates new beginning. And you know, it does show an individual who is working hard to keep the income flowing, to keep it moving, and having a very stable foundation, whether it's at work or it's at home. I would say, Sagittarius, for you, this is a good time because of the way the Wheel of Fortune is moving and the Death card. It is a good time for you to save your pennies and make sure that you have what you need for the house. So, because everyone's different. If your income has been going up, there might be a slowdown. If you had a slowdown, it might be picking up. That's what kind of the Wheel of Fortune represents for me. It's like this constant movement, this constant change, and only you know where you are in terms of your finances. So prepare yourself for the next motion, for the next change. It might come suddenly, but just like it can be suddenly coming out, it may be suddenly coming in. So that is something to be aware of. And this is in terms of not only finances, but also in knowledge, you know, changes in a home, changes in your spiritual belief, changes in the amount of work that you've been putting out, or even if you have your own business, the number of clients, there might be a change in that. So it may be an increase, it may be a decrease, but the Wheel of Fortune nevertheless says, it's a cycle. And so just kind of go with the flow. Yeah, so that's what I have for my fire signs, Sagittarius. If you're interested in a reading, or any of my fire signs are interested in furthering, wanting to know more information on their own specific situation, feel free to message me, and would be happy to book a reading with you. Until the next time, bye for now.